What's up, gang? Your trainer Joe Stones back in the gym with you today. Today I'm going to show you one of our favorite exercises, the seated cable row. There's a couple common mistakes that I do see that could even cause you to have some injury or not quite feel the muscles that we do want to work into our upper back. Even depending on which handle we're using and the variation, there's still going to be a common way that you want to perform the exercise no matter what variation that you're doing. So this is going to be a general way of how to perform it correctly. It's going to help you make sure that you're using the back muscles that we want to use and not feeling any pain into your lower back or your core, which ends up being a common thing that we hear often in the gym when performing this exercise. So let's get after it. I'm going to show you the mistake that I commonly see, and it's where after we pull back the elbows for the row, we're really losing a bit of extra tension through our spine and overextending. And even dropping our chest, kind of looking down to the floor and adding a big old strain into my mid and lower back. Even as we're pulling back for the row, maybe even overextending back a bit, using a bit of extra lower back muscles and a little extra momentum to get the weight back. When performing the exercise, we want to make sure that we do hinge at the waist. Hinging meaning bowing at the waist, but still keeping our good posture through the core and through our spine. Our core is always engaged, so we shouldn't be feeling any lower back pain. And again, utilizing that hip hinge movement like you would if you were doing a Romanian deadlift. One big thing that I would say whenever practicing this, start light. Maybe the weight's a bit too heavy and it's causing you to overextend in each direction. This could be one of those lifts where it's really fun to add a lot of weight to it. So maybe if you kick it down a notch and try with some lower weight, practice your form, and then from there you can start adding more progressive overload. So as you can see, if I'm seated upright, we're at about a 90-degree angle at my hip here. When we're performing the exercise, we do want to break the 90-degree plane, but just slightly. And then as I'm bringing the weight back to neutral, I do want to break it slightly going back in. It's going to be just a very subtle movement that we're going to hinge using a bit of our lower back and using a bit of our core to help just break that 90-degree plane. The biggest cue that I like to give people for when performing this to know whether you're overextending or not is just use your hinge to straighten your arms. And once my arms are straightened, there we go, I'm good. If I start hinging anything more, that's gonna be where I'm utilizing and using more of my lower back. And the same thing goes going back. After I pull the weight back, perform the exercise, I'm squeezing through my shoulder blades or squeezing the muscles I wanna activate. That's where I stop at my hinge. I'm not gonna overextend anything further back. A great way to cue yourself to see if you're in the right position is just sit yourself upright, nice and easy, chest up, eyes looking forward, grab the handles of whatever variation that you're deciding to do. And then from there, pull those elbows back and squeeze your shoulder blades. We're gonna use the hinge to straighten our arms, and then we're stopping from there. And then resetting our breath and core, pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then extending back out. So again, as you can tell, there will be a little bit of a hinge at the waist, but it's nothing over exaggerated to where, again, I'm overextending and losing my strong core, I'm overextending my spine, or I'm not pulling back so far to where I'm utilizing my glutes and using a lot of my lower back and my hip muscles. Give this a shot next time you're doing your seated cable row and see if it helps you out. Get after it.